And a good afternoon to you from Joplin, Missouri. It's day 2 of the 2019 ACCA Men's Basketball National Championship. It's our second quarterfinal of the day as you get a look at the updated bracket. You see one side of the semifinal bracket is filled out already. Carolina and Champion will play tomorrow. Time to fill out the second side, and we start with the top scoring teams in the ACCA. It's the top seed University of Los Angeles College of Divinity Cubs at 26-2, taking on the 8th seed, the Barclay College Bears, coming in at 11-18. Hi everybody, Chris Shima, glad as always to be with you. This should be a fun one. Up and down and a lot of action. Barclay coming off that victory yesterday when they scored 108 points against AFLBS, winning 108-69. ULA playing in their first game here in the tournament, the third place winners from last year. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll start with the 8th seed Barclay College Bears from Haviland, Kansas. Head coach Charles Broadhead starting. Number 4, Jacoby Poindexter. Number 10, Randall Smith. Number 22, Trey Conley. Number 23, Tyrone Beckham. And number 30, Adante Turner. Starting today for the number 1 seed and head coach Dr. Michael Miller's Cubs of ULA. From Compton, California, it's number 3, Shaq Barker. Number 4, Dupree Mitchell. Number 23, Jaron Wilbutt. Number 32, Trevor Rosenbaum. And number 33, Alex Smith. As I mentioned, Barclay lit up AFLBS yesterday to a tune of 108-69. Barclay shot 58% in that game, and they're going to need to shoot it good again here today. ULA shoots 51% as a team. There is nobody on their roster shooting under 45%. Everybody on their roster shoots over 45%, and most of these guys are over 50%, to be honest. So, the team that traveled the longest to get here, ULA, the Cubs from Compton in the white with the red and blue stripping, and Barclay in the red as we're set to go. The tip by Rosenbaum is actually won by Barclay, and they look to go quickly to Turner, but it's tipped and taken away by Mitchell. Into the forecourt, it's Barker. Bounce pass out to Mitchell on the left. The Cubs 26-2 on the year. They're coming off a 53-point win against Westcliff University. And underneath, Smith lays it up and in for the easy 2. Alex Smith, 7.8 points per game, 46% shooter, strikes first for the Cubs. Conley on the right side for Barclay. Conley drives into the lane, had to get it out. Almost traveled with it, instead to Turner. Shot clock is at 10 now for Barclay. Poindexter top of the key. Here's Turner. Turner with 4, has to hoist. Got it off the back iron, but missed. And Rosenbaum with the rebound. Into the forecourt, it's Barker. Shaq Barker, 3.6 assists per game, in addition to his 9 points. Top of the key, Smith drives into the lane to Rosenbaum. Had it blocked, taken away by Smith. And here come the Bears. So the Bears and the Cubs here today. That 3 ball is well short by Beckham. Underneath, Turner, yes, in the foul. Last year, Michael Miller's team went 2-1, finished 3rd in this tournament, winning over Rama in the first round. At the time, Rama was the defending champs. It was a 1-point victory. Then they lost to Arlington, the eventual champions, in the semifinals. That was just the one shot. These two teams are a little disjointed here at the start. So the Cubs able to get the rebound. Nobody was there for Barclay. Top of the key, Smith buries the triple. It's a 2-pointer, they say. Foot was on the line, so Alex Smith has all 4. Driving in as Beckham called for the offensive foul. Rosenbaum took the charge. Folks, if you're on Twitter, you want to give us a shout during today's game, use the hashtag ACCA Sports. Love to hear from you. Shaquille Barker into the forecourt on the far side of your screen. Barker gets it to Mitchell in the corner. This is Smith top of the key. Smith at 6'6". Rosenbaum is 6'10" as he backs down. Got an awkward position there. Good defense by the Bears here at the start. Conley triggers a three, way off. ULA into the front court. This is Jaron Wilbut, third in the ACCA in scoring at 25.5 points per ball game. That ball was deflected, they say, by Barclay. Now hang on. They're going to get together and talk about it. I don't think Barclay touched that, and they do change it, so it will be Bears basketball. Early sub for Dr. Miller's team, Johan Melcott coming into the game. He's a French player from Paris. All but three players, Melcott from France, Wilbut from Chicago, and Rosenbaum from New Jersey, hail from the Los Angeles area on the roster for the Cubs. Driving in, Beckham can't get it to go. A cold shooting start for both teams. Smith on the right. Smith drives in, got the easy bucket. So Alex Smith has all 6 for ULA. Good job defensively there on the steal by Melcott. Here's Barker, floater in the lane. Yes. Shaquille Barker from Fresno, 47% shooter, 9 points per game. Poindexter into the forecourt. He's fouled by Barker. Second foul on ULA, 1 on Barclay. Winner goes to the semifinals. It'll be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time. And the loser will go to the consolation bracket and play a game tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pull up by Conley, can't get it to go. Turner the offensive rebound. Turner backing down, can't get the roll, and Smith with the board. Timeout by ULA, so we'll step aside, take another look at the bracket here on day 2 of the 2019 ACCA Men's National Championship. Barclay just 2 points so far. It'll be Bears basketball out of the timeout. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. We've played half the games already today. We got 3 more, including this game this afternoon and tonight. 6 more tomorrow and 6 more on Saturday. The national championship game for the men will be at 6:15 Central Time, and all times approximate. Barker turns on the Jets. He draws the foul, so Shaquille Barker will go to the line. 67% from the charity stripe this season. It's a good free throw shooting team. ULA, they're second in the ACCA, shooting 74% as a team. Charles Broadhead subbing in Greg Thirdkill, number 15 for Barclay. 1 out of 2 at the line. So it's 9-2, the correct score on your screen. Barclay got to get something going here. They've got to be able to keep scoring. Thirdkill to the bucket, strong move off the bench by Greg Thirdkill. Third kill in yesterday's victory came off the bench, and he had 9 points, providing a spark for Barclay. Here's Melcott, top of the key. Smith for 3. Around the world, no. Rebound controlled by the other Smith for Barclay. So the two bigs, Bears and Cubs, both named Smith. Third kill again attacking, and he's going to be called for steps. Chance Young out there for Barclay, number 32. And coming in for ULA is Michael Morrissey. He wears number 1. Phillips into the forecourt. Marcel Phillips from Chicago running the point right now for ULA. Phillips guarded by Conley. A lot of one-on-one. Buries a triple with the hand in his face. Phillips 42% from downtown, 14.6 points per game off the bench for Michael Miller's team. Poindexter driving on the baseline. He's going to be bumped. Team foul number 3 on ULA. Barker picks it up. It's his second. Smith comes out, and Wilbert comes back in for ULA. So it'll be Poindexter to inbound it. 20 on the shot clock now for Barclay. Just 2 field goals so far for the Bears. Young right of the lane. Third kill gets it to Turner up top. Now Conley driving. Throws up a wild shot with 7 on the shot clock and draws the foul. So 4 fouls now on the Cubs. Trey Conley, 85% free throw shooter. Swishes through the first one. Conley yesterday was 5 for 6 from the charity stripe. He had 18 points in the victory. 1 out of 2 there. Offensive rebound by Smith, and then it's taken away. Bears Phillips comes up with the steal, goes coast to coast, out of control, and called for the offensive foul. Poindexter stepped up to take the charge. That's 5 now. Team fouls on the Cubs. Into the game for Barclay, Aaron Abiari came off the bench, provided another spark for Barclay yesterday. Abiari, 19 points, 5 of 6 from behind the arc yesterday against AFLBS. Third kill into the forecourt, guarded by Morrissey on the switch. Man defense for the Cubs. Here's Abiari. Swings it to Poindexter on the right, 9 on the shot clock. Abiari in the corner, throws it away. It's a steal by Morrissey and a foul on Barclay. Third kill picks up his first. It's team foul number 3. Wilbert across the timeline into the forecourt for the Cubs. Wilbert guarded by third kill. Toss over to Phillips on the right. Phillips splits the defense, swings it out to Mitchell. Extra pass to Barker, back to Mitchell. Mitchell shows the fake, double teamed in the zone. Barclay rising for 3 and unable to get it to go was Barker, and a jump ball called on the rebound attempt. Possession arrow will keep it with ULA. Phillips directing traffic for the Cubs. Here's Wilbert. Phillips up top driving in, and a blocking foul this time on Poindexter. is the call. Oh, they called another charge. A host of subs. Well, it looks like Barclay is going to call time. So we'll step aside. 13-11 left to go in the game, and a timeout on the court. If you'd like to interact with us on Twitter, there's the hashtag to use, ACCA Sports. Love to hear from you, have you be a part of the broadcast. Thanks for checking it out. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. The first collegiate national tournament in the country here in Joplin, Missouri. Call it early March Madness if you'd like, as we wrap up the month of February. Barclay trying to find some offense. Third kill, drives in, too strong off the glass. The putback is short. Young tried to tip it, couldn't do it. And then Smith is fouled after he pulled down the rebound. That's team foul number 4 on Barclay, 6 on ULA. Caden Huck, number 21 for Barclay. And number 3, Mark Carter for Barclay into the game. They join Young, Abiari, and third kill. That's the 5 for the Bears. Rosenbaum back out there for the Cubs. Can't get it to go, and then he's called on the rebound. So Rosenbaum and Smith are in the front court. Now Melcott's going to come in for Rosenbaum. So it's Melcott and Smith along with Morrissey and Wilbut, also Mitchell. That's the 5 for the Bears. 7th foul on ULA already with 12:38 still to go in the first half. So a lot of free throws to come for Barclay. They've struggled offensively. Give the Cubs a lot of credit defensively, but they've committed a lot of fouls. So Barclay with the clock stop, chance to work themselves back in it. Fronted at a 1-1. Rims in for Huck. Caden Huck is just 35% from the charity stripe. Gets 1 out of 2 here. Rebound by Smith. Here's Mitchell in the front court. Smith in the lane. Swings it back out. Morrissey drives in. Wilbut. Third leading scorer in the ACCA. Wilbut forced the shot. Long rebound. Chased down by Smith. Extra possession for ULA. Morrissey with Wilbut. Wilbut double teamed. Smith is open. Drives in. Swings it out. Mitchell, clean look at the 3, and he swishes it through. Dupree Mitchell shoots 38% from behind the arc. Gets his first here tonight. 15-6, driving in, third kill, can't get the runner. Barclay remains cold on the offensive end. Morrissey up top. Morrissey goes behind the back, cut off. Good defense by Carter. And Wilbut calls out a play. Toss back to Mitchell. Mitchell, defender fell down. It's a blocking foul called on Huck. Team foul number 5 on Barclay. Mitchell will inbound, 20 on the shot clock for the Cubs. Mitchell tossed to Smith. Smith short on the shot, and Carter bats the rebound to himself. Here come the Bears. Carter backs it out. Abiari. Carter with 10 on the shot clock. Abiari thought about it from way downtown, drives into the lane, scoops it up, and got it to go. Just the third field goal in the first 9 minutes for Barclay. And look out. Tough defense for the Bears there, forced that turnover. Morrissey lost it out of bounds. Carter on the left. Abiari, top of the key, and we're going to get a foul away from the ball as you see Huck fly to the floor. Dupree Mitchell called for the foul. Huck 1 out of 2 from the line. Will go back there for another 1-1 on the 8th team foul for ULA. Can't get the front end. Rebound controlled by Morrissey. Here comes the Cubs. This is Smith to the bucket over a double team. Got it to go anyways. So the Cubs have been in control here, leading by 9. Now it's a steal by Wilbut. Throws ahead to Morrissey, and Morrissey lays it up and in. Correction, that's Mitchell. My apologies. ULA up by 11 now. Third kill on the left. Carter up top. Abiari on the right. Shot clock again is under 10. Stifling defense for the Cubs. Huck forces, got it to go. Caden Huck has provided a much-needed spark off the bench for Barclay, keeping them in it, down by 8. Wilbut turns on the Jets, goes around one defender, and is fouled by Young, another one. Gives us a chance to talk a little more about Jaron Wilbut. Third in the ACCA with 25.5 points per game. Second in assists per game with 4.3. He's tied for third in rebounding at 8.3. Shoots free throws at 86%. And he leads the ACCA in steals with 70. All across the stat line. Jaron Wilbut is an all-around kind of player coaches love. He leads 4 players who average double figures in scoring. And as I mentioned, he's also a double-double threat. Abiari from downtown. Abiari, they have him listed as just a 30% three-point shooter. He was 5 for 6 yesterday. He's hit a couple of shots here, 1 3-pointer. Morrissey, strong move to the bucket. Michael Morrissey averages over 10 a game off the bench, playing big minutes here in the first half. Huck in the corner. He'll drive in, throw it out to Turner on the baseline, backing down. Turner trying to get it over Smith, can't do it. Followed the shot twice. Turner tried to throw it off the glass, a wild shot. Now a technical foul is called. Technical foul is called here. Turner frustrated. And that'll send Wilbut back to the line to shoot the tees. Counts as a personal. It's just his first. You play teams that play you tough defensively. It can get in your head and really drive you crazy. And right now it's getting the better of Adante Turner, who had a terrific game yesterday. Turner, 10 points on 3 of 4 shooting in that blowout victory. The Cubs basketball as well. So Turner goes out, and Smith will come in for him. Into the forecourt, Wilbut. Top of the key, Mitchell. Here's Smith, and an offensive foul is called as Smith for Barclay took the charge. Number 24, Jair Winfrey checks into the game. Look out, Beckham comes back in, almost had his pocket pick, so Beckham in third kill with Abiari in the backcourt. And it's Huck and it's Smith in the front court for Barclay. Smith out on the wing, pull up from the elbow, can't get it. Huck tried to tip the shot, but it's taken away by ULA. Wilbutt into the forecourt. Wilbutt, baseline shot, no. So the mid-range jumper not falling. Smith the rebound. Here's Huck inside 8 to go. He draws contact, can't get the bucket, but he will get 2 free throws. Both teams are in the bonus. That's the 10th team foul on ULA, so Barclay's in the double bonus over the final 750. Barclay has 7 team fouls. Both of these teams shuffling a lot of players in and out. Huck gets the first free throw to go. It's Poindexter and Conley returning for the Bears. Melcott back out there for the Cubs. Huck 1 out of 2. Rebound controlled by Melcott. Here comes ULA. Mitchell up top. Melcott from the wing. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell got trapped, able to bat it out to Melcott. Now Morrissey up top. 5 on the shot clock. Morrissey's going to have to hoist. He does, and it's. Oh, what are you going to do? 28-15. Conley in transition. Yes, answers right back. Morrissey walks it up. Morrissey from the half circle buries another one. Back-to-back jumpers for Michael Morrissey. Poindexter takes it baseline. Conley had to go off his foot, able to gather though. Poindexter out near midcourt, 14 to shoot. Poindexter now with the shot clock at 7. Drives in, gets it out. Huck, open look. 3 ball, yes. Timeout on the court. We will step aside. 6:27 left to go. Team starting to heat up here in this quarterfinal game. Welcome back to Joplin. It's Cubs basketball, the 1 seed University of Los Angeles, College of Divinity Cubs from Compton at 26-2. Leading the 8 seed Barclay College Bears from Haviland, Kansas. Couldn't be 2 different worlds. Compton, California and Haviland, Kansas. Barclay at 11-18 after winning in the first round against Applebus. Here's Mitchell for 3. Air ball. Winfrey got the offensive rebound, but took too many steps. Winner of this game goes to the semifinal game. That'll be against the winner of Arlington and Ozark, which is our nightcap tonight. The loser goes to the consolation bracket tomorrow at 2 p.m. Conley with good defense played by the Cubs forced that shot. Castillo has come in for ULA. That's Bruno Castillo, number 5, falling down but keeping possession. Got it out to Mitchell. Swung over to Melcott, fakes the 3, takes it baseline, pull up, yes. Johan Melcott with 2 more to his total. Labiari and ACCA defenders, and Barclay is kind of forcing things right now. Melcott draws the foul. It's a blocking foul on Poindexter. I believe he was in the restricted area. So 2 shots for Melcott. 61% free throw shooter. From Paris, France. What Tony Parker has done for basketball in that country. Tyrone Beckham, number 23, returning for Barclay. Jerron Wilbut back out there for ULA, number 23. Into the forecourt, it's Beckham. Beckham back out there as well for Barclay. Nearing 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Halftime, we'll take our usual 15-minute break. Third kill drives in, double teamed, got it out. Abiari with the fake, finds some space, can't get the 3 to go. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Barclay, they say. '37th ACCA tournament. Pretty close to a decade that it's been here in Joplin. Melcott with a circus shot. ULA now leads the correct score 35-20 on your screen. We were off by a point. Apologies for that. Third kill, airballs a 3. David Drew, number 2, into the game for the Cubs. He's from Oakland. Castillo backing down, now Winfrey. Wilbut. Players diving on the floor, and Castillo tried to save it, but it goes out of bounds. So Michael Miller going deep into his bench for ULA, as does Charles Broadhead. Just about everybody on both rosters has played. I haven't seen Calvin McKinney yet for Barclay. And Dutch Samples for ULA, I haven't seen yet either. Beckham into the forecourt. Turner back out there after picking up a technical earlier. Smith for 3, can't get it to go. Winfrey the rebound. Cubs maintaining a 15-point advantage here. Inside 4 to go in the first half. Wilbut, bounce pass was deflected. It'll be saved by Melcott. Still 12 to shoot. Melcott turns on the Jets. Tip pass by Castillo out to Wilbut for 3. Can't get it to go. And then underneath a foul is called, and it's going to be on Winfrey for the Cubs. So 2 shots at the other end as Barclay's in the double bonus. And it'll be Smith to take him. Randall Smith for Barclay, 85% free throw shooter. Randall Smith, over 8 points a game, the junior from Louisiana, connecting on the first. Huck back out there for Barclay. Trey Conley also returning. Michael Morrissey returns for the Cubs, as does Alex Smith for ULA. Good on both free throws. For ULA, Wilbut got tied up. Good defense by the Bears. Here's Carter. Carter to the bucket, throws it up, no. Credit Morrissey with the defense. Smith for three. Huck the rebound. Abiari. Huck on the left wing. Conley between the circles. Abiari, quick trigger, can't get it to go. Just 22 points on the board for Barclay after they scored 108 last night. It's a quick turnaround. 2 games in less than 24 hours, especially when you have to play the top seed, and especially when you got Wilbut shooting like that. 37-22 now is the correct score on your screen. Missed a free throw there for Smith earlier. Conley. Here's Carter. Abiari counted on the foul. So if you're Barclay, you're looking at the clock, and you're down 13. You've got 2:12 left to work with. Chance for a three-point opportunity. If you can whittle this to single digits, give yourself a little juice going into the locker room, a little momentum boost. So far, ULA has looked every bit like a 1 seed, though. Their defense has been outstanding today. We know they have good shooters, but defensively they have really been stifling against Barclay. Step back three, Wilbut, yes. Where did they find this kid in Chicago, and how did nobody higher up in the food chain pick him up? Jerron Wilbut, 47% three-point shooter, 54% shooter overall. Unbelievable numbers this year. Wilbut's going to get a breather. Dupree Mitchell checks back into the game. It'll be Huck to inbound on the deflection. Carter out near midcourt, less than 2 to play here in this opening half. Carter for three. Off the back iron, tip for the rebound. Young chases it down. Or cross court to Conley. Conley will back it out. Conley going one-on-one, and Morrissey again forces the miss. Rebound by Smith. Morrissey up top. Morrissey scoop shot off the back of the rim. Abiari with the rebound. And has his pocket picked by Morrissey. Outlet goes to Smith, and Smith walked with it. So back-to-back turnovers. Barclay will get the basketball. And we're going to have a timeout. 1:07 left to go here in the first half. Top seed ULA in control. We'll be back. Barclay basketball, they trail by 15 to the top seed ULA. The Cubs at 26-2. Strong first half for them. Put up 104 points in their last game in Cali. Third kill, tried the reverse, doesn't go. Castillo the rebound. Opportunity for a 2-for-1 here for ULA. Morrissey right to the bucket, scoops it up short. Tipped rebound comes back to him. Castillo can't get it to go, but he's fouled. Bruno Castillo, the junior, 66% free throw shooter. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Chris Shaman, glad to be back with you. We'll take our normal 15-minute break at halftime. Both teams are in a double bonus here late in this first half. Smith back in, as is Carter for the Bears. Castillo gets 1 out of 2. 16-point lead for the Cubs. 8-second difference between game and shot clock. Conley goes quick in and out on the 3. Rebound by Smith. Castillo swings it out. Mitchell for 3, an air ball, and then underneath an offensive rebound. Drew got fouled. David Drew into the game, will shoot a pair. David Drew, 82% free throw shooter. Good on the first. So Barclay will have 21 seconds left to work with. Turner back out there for Barclay with Conley hitting the bench as Barclay subs at every dead ball. Both free throws are good for Drew, and we'll see if Barclay tries to hold for the last shot. I sure will. Abiari's got a clean look at the bucket, blows the layup. It's ripped away, though, on the rebound by Beckham. He can't get it to go. Castillo comes up with it. 5 seconds to work with. Mitchell for 3. Yes! And that's how the first half comes to an end. ULA, the top seed, with a big late run in the closing minutes to go up 21 points. Your score at the half, 46-25. ULA with the lead. We're going to take a 15-minute halftime break. Come back and give you the first half numbers and second half play-by-play here in just a little bit. We're back in Joplin, the 2019 ACCA men's basketball quarterfinal. College of Divinity from Los Angeles, the top seed, leading Barclay, the 8th seed, 46-25. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Pretty cut and dry numbers. College of Divinity shooting 53% as a team. Barclay just 24%. The Cubs are plus 12 in rebounding, 29-17 over the Bears. And points off turnovers, the Cubs lead that category 9-0. Points in the paint, 16-10 in favor of ULA. Balanced scoring for both teams. Leading all scorers, Jerron Wilbutt with 9 points for College of Divinity. Mitchell and Smith have 8 apiece for the Cubs. Smith on his way to a double-double. He's already got 10 rebounds. 7 points for Michael Morrissey and 5 points for Melcott. Those are the leaders. Randall Smith buries a triple for Barclay. Leading them, 2 players. Abiari's got 8. Huck has 8. Both players off the bench. Randall Smith now with 5. And those are your leaders as of now. So 46-28. Floater by Conley is no good, and that's out of bounds. Last touched by the Bears. Winner of this game on to the semifinal game against the winner of our nightcap tonight between Arlington and Ozark. The loser will go to a consolation game against the loser of tonight's game, and that'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Poindexter, pass blocked back. Poindexter guarding Mitchell. Mitchell can't get the jumper to go. Correction, that was Conley on him. Turner gets it underneath. Beckham swings it to Conley for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Mitchell. Had it poked away, but stays with it. Wilbutt into the forecourt. Wilbutt gets it over to Smith, or Rosenbaum, excuse me. Had it blocked by Smith for the Bears. Here's Conley to the bucket, and he draws a foul. Trey Connolly, 85% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 2 today. Michael Morrissey, an early sub for Michael Miller's team. Also checking in is Bruno Castillo. Poindexter to inbound it from left of the hoop. Underneath, it's Smith who can't get it to go, but he's fouled by Alex Smith for the Cubs. So Randall Smith back at the line. So far today, Smith is well, he was 2 for 2. He's now 2 for 3. 2 team fouls on the Cubs here in the first 2 minutes of this second half. Smith gets 1 out of 2. So first 4 points of the second half belong to Barclay. They go to a trap. No trouble for the Cubs to break that. Smith got it back out to Barker. Pull up by Wilbutt in the lane, got it to go. Jerron Wilbutt now 3 of 6 shooting. He's in double figures with 11. To the bucket, Beckham couldn't get the roll. Castillo. Barker out near us, drives into the lane, extra pass to Smith. Smith throws it off the back iron and gets the friendly roll. 50-29. Poindexter into the forecourt. Beckham on the right side. Smith for 3 for Barclay, no good. Rebound controlled by Shaquille Barker. Wilbutt into the forecourt. Throws a rocket intended for Smith, and it was deflected out off Turner. Abiari and third kill will come into the game for Barclay. Quick inbound. Wilbutt can't get it. Follows his miss and got it to go. So Shaq Barker with the assist. And a timeout for ULA. We will step aside and come back here in just a moment. Barclay basketball out of the timeout. Chris Sheeman back here with you in Joplin, Missouri. The 2019 ACCA Men's National Championship or basketball was in day number 2, our third of 4 quarterfinal games. Third kill right to the bucket, got it to go for Barclay. Wilbutt into the forecourt, lost it out of bounds. Credit third kill with the defensive play. Caden Huck, number 21, comes in for the Bears as you see him get ready to inbound it. Just underway here in this second half. Barclay trying to come from behind, trailed by 21 at the half. They haven't made up any ground as of yet. Reach is going to be called on Castillo. Well, Poindexter will inbound 3 quick team fouls on ULA to start the second half. Players tied up for it. It was Turner and Smith battling for it. Jump ball possession arrow favors ULA. The Cubs, the top shooting team in terms of field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage. 51% from the field, 40% from behind the arc. They're second in the ACCA in free throw percentage at 74% as well. Lead the ACCA in scoring at 89.6 points per game. This is Morrissey. A catch and shoot 3 by Smith is no good. Huck the rebound. Huck then had his pocket picked. Coming up with the steal is Barker. Barker can't get the roll. And the rebound controlled by Turner. Poindexter throws to Abiari, steps into a 3 off the mark. And a rebound by Wilbutt. Then he's fouled. Turner picks up the foul. It's his second. Johan Melcott coming into the game, the Frenchman for ULA. Chance Young replacing Turner for Barclay. Morrissey into the forecourt. Wilbutt the fake. This is Morrissey for 3, yes. Michael Morrissey in double figures now. He's got 10. 24-point advantage for ULA is their biggest of the afternoon. Poindexter out of control, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by the Cubs. Stepping into a three, Wilbut, yes. And ULA is starting the roll yet again. Pushing its biggest lead now out to 27. Foul on the 4 on the Cubs. That'll be their first. Trey Conley back in for Barclay. Mark Carter also in there. For the Cubs, David Drew, number 2, and Marcel Phillips, number 11, checking into the game. Abiari inbounds, quick trigger by Huck, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled again by Wilbut. Barker crossed the timeline into the forecourt. Shaquille Barker draws a double team. Good ball movement now, and Phillips will back it out. There's Barker to the bucket. Got it to go. Split 2 defenders. Shaquille Barker with 2 more to his total. Abiari, yes, off the glass. Timeout by Barclay. We will step aside once again. Come back here in just a moment. As we take a look at some of the past national champions, a lot of parity in the men's side of the tournament. Last 3 champions have all been different winners. We haven't had back-to-back winners in quite some time. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. Will ULA be the 4th team in 4 years to win it? They are the top seed, and right now they look like the top seed. David Drew, too strong on that 3-point attempt. There's Conley. Abiari drives in and able to get it to go. Abiari has played very well here in this tournament off the bench for Barclay. He's up to 13 points here today. Barker with the jumper from the elbow, no good, and Huck pulls down the board. Carter into the forecourt. Carter bounced past Abiari, floats it from the baseline, no. Tipped rebound comes to ULA. I believe it was Phillips. ULA quickly in transition, and actually that's Phillips in transition who got hit and fouled, so he'll go to the line. Four to 2 now, the fouls. ULA with 4, Barclay with 2. Marcel Phillips, 69% free throw shooter. Phillips had 3 points in the first half. And misses the front end of his 2 shots. Smith back out there for Barclay. Wilbut back out there for ULA. College of Divinity from Los Angeles, from Compton, California to be exact. Far and away the longest journey for any team in this tournament. ULA and Carolina Christian played a classic in the 3rd place game last year. Double overtime that ULA won. And there's certainly a good chance at least that those 2 teams might match up in the championship. Driving is Phillips. Phillips can't get the friendly bounce. Offensive rebound, though, for ULA. Phillips. That jumper is no good. Another offensive rebound by ULA. The Cubbies with another board. And Conley called for the frustration foul. 4-3 now, the team fouls in favor of ULA. Wilbutt catch and shoot three. And that air ball goes out of bounds. Into the forecourt, it's Conley. Inside 12 to go in the game. All Cubs here tonight. Smith underneath, yes, and the foul from Young. So Chance Young goes to the line with a chance for an old school three-point play. Team foul number 5 on the Cubs. How about ULA averaging 23.7 assists per ball game? I called some junior college basketball in North Carolina this year, and the team that I worked for averages around 24 assists too, and they're also have more than 20 wins on the season. They had 21 when I left them. It's no surprise that those two stats coincide. When you're moving the basketball, when you're unselfish, when everybody gets to eat, when you have good team chemistry, I mean, it's simple. Basketball comes easy then. All these guys can shoot. The reason why ULA, everybody is over 45% is because they're looking for the open man. The trust has a big thing, though, and it doesn't come easy in this game. Jair Winfrey in for the Cubs. Adante Turner returning for Barclay. And the second that trust goes away, you can forget it. But that's what championship teams do. Most championships, if you look at the stats for, let's say, the Chicago Bulls or the Golden State Warriors, the Bulls back in the 90s, their dynasty, and the Warriors dynasty now. Go look at their numbers. All of their assist totals are roughly that, around 23, 24 a game. It's a big deal. It's probably the most important stat that people don't talk about very often, assists per game. If you're over 20, if you're anywhere around 20 a game, you're most likely going to have a winning record and competing in just about every game. Step back for Phillips, buries the triple. Third kill drives in, the cutter, Beckham swings it back out. Pass around the perimeter, three by Poindexter is off the mark. Rebound by Melcott. Phillips and Wilbutt playing hot potato. Wilbutt will shoot the three, missed it back of the rim, and the rebound controlled by Smith. Poindexter goes behind his back. Beckham in the corner, 4-3 around the rim, no. Offensive rebound by Smith for Barclay, and then his shot is rejected by Winfrey. Castillo will come into the game. Melcott will come out. Inbound to Smith for Barclay. Can't get the bucket, but he does draw the foul. So Randall Smith back at the line. In the first half, he was 2 for 2. Right at the midway point of this second half, ULA is in control, 6-4. The team fouls, though. College of Divinity was 6, Barclay with 4. Smith got both free throws to go. Phillips driving in, throws it up, shot in and out. Rebound controlled by Turner. Poindexter, top of the key. Smith for three, way off. Castillo the rebound. Underneath, the floater up and good by Melcott. Turner top of the key for the Bears. Smith. It's short, and Melcott collects the board. Castillo drives in, no call. Morrissey the offensive rebound on the miss, and then he's grabbed. Looks like we're going to get a timeout. No correction, just a new set of 5 players for Barclay. Abiari is back out there. Huck returns, Carter, Young, and Conley. So that's the new 5. Mitchell back out there for ULA. Wilbutt, the fadeaway, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Young. Abiari, and Abiari got hit. He'll go to the line. We're talking about assists per game and team chemistry and how important it is, especially this time of the year when you're trying to play for a national championship. Doesn't mean everybody's got to like each other either. You don't ever hear Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan going on vacation with one another, do you? Team chemistry doesn't necessarily mean everybody's got to get along. They just got to share the basketball, believe in what you're doing, and that's what Dr. Miller at ULA has been able to do. I mean, seriously, has Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen ever hung out outside of a Bulls game? Find some pictures. Most basketball teams that I've been around, at least, don't really get along. Castillo drives in. Morrissey will back it out now with 10 on the shot clock. Castillo drives in over 2 defenders, got it to go. Nice move by him. Conley pull up from the baseline, missed it short, rebound by Morrissey. Morrissey on the run out. Floats it up short, followed his shot, put it up, put it in. Abiari has to save that pass from Carter, does so near midcourt. Huck over on the right side. Abiari pass deflected, batted around, and taken away by the Cubs. It's a steal by Melcott, who goes coast to coast and has it rejected by Huck. Throwing it up, Castillo can't get it to go. Here comes Barclay. Carter out of control, can't get the bucket. Yet another rebound for Melcott. Barker on the near side. Barker top of the key. Here's Mitchell for 3. Yes. 74-43 ULA in control. Conley is fouled from behind. That's team foul number 8, so he'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. So our third of 4 quarterfinal games. Our fourth and final will be tonight at 8 p.m. It's Arlington and Ozark, the 4-5 matchup. Arlington, the defending champs. Ozark's playing well this year. Be an interesting game. Arlington's got a new coach this year as well. So the defending champs play tonight against the host at 8 p.m. Central Time. Winner of this game will play the winner of that game tomorrow in the second semifinal, and that will be at 8 p.m. Again, all-time Central, all times approximate, although there's a little bit longer of a window this year. They're giving 2-hour windows between the games, at least today and tomorrow, so we haven't really gotten behind yet today, knock on wood. Shaquille Barker. Here's Wilbut. Castillo, tip pass back to Barker. Wilbut back into the game and makes an immediate impact as he scores. The lead is out to 31. Beckham short on his hanging shot. Barker into the forecourt. Zone defense. It looks like a 3-2. Driving in was Melcott. Ball deflected out. Winfrey checking into the game. Melcott will sit down for ULA at the 6-minute mark. Barker gets it back. Again, zone for Barclay. Mitchell for 3 with the shot clock winding down. He buries it. Timeout, ULA. Well, folks, with the score 79-45 and 5:47 remaining, my goal for this year's tournament in my 6th year, and I've never been able to do this, is to broadcast and do play-by-play for at least some of all 21 games. And if I'm going to do that, I got to rest my voice here and there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to go video only with the score at 34 points. Advantage for ULA. We're going to assume that they're going to be able to wrap things up here over the last 5:47, excuse me. So we'll come back and wrap it up after this one's over, but we're going to go video only for right now. Chris Sheeman bringing it back in, so College of Divinity is 7 seconds away from wrapping this one up, and after that injury, they will likely dribble this one out. So College of Divinity goes to the semifinal game. As the clock hits 0, it's the Cubs winning over the Bears, 92-61. Here's the updated bracket. So College of Divinity in the semifinal game. Barclay to the consolation bracket with a chance to play for 5th place in a play-in game. That'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Well, we're going to go to the women's bracket now. Ozark and Rama coming up next, and that'll be at 6 o'clock Central Time, so come on back for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, your final score, ULA 92, Barclay 61. We'll talk to you again in about